So good afternoon everybody, myself Acharya Vishwant, and today we are going to discuss NCERT questions. Let's start with the class 12th chapter number 1, which is electric charges and fields. So there are questions based on the basic concepts of experimental facts or the daily life situations in which we see charges like synthetic loads. Then we have electrical discharges, then feeling of shock while opening door of a car or bus. Then we have meaning of static, then concept of electrostatics, then Ember wool example, then theories of Milletus, the timing during which it was discovered, the origination of electricity. Then we have questions based on glass rod and silk. Then we have similar questions based on plastic rod, glass rod, attraction or repulsion between them, questions on pitch balls. Then we have electrified balls. Then we have philosophy behind naming charges, positive charges, negative charges, attraction, repulsion, magnetism, observations, then Ampere and Faraday's law, unification of electricity and magnetism, their interdependency, then electromagnetism, electromagnetic force, Maxwell equation, Maxwell's argument, claimings, foundation of technological civilizations, electrical power, telecommunication, radio, television, charge particles in motion exert forces, then electric forces, gold leaf experiments, then we have structure of gold leaf experiment, then diagrammatic questions on the basis of that. Then we have a basic testing of charges on a system using electroscope. Then we have a simple electroscope, then questions based on simple electroscope, experimental facts, then charging a curtain rod. Then we have questions on materials, electrical properties of that. Then examples of electromagnetic forces, then electrification. Then we have loosely and tightly bound electrons. Then we have questions of nylon thread, rubber band. Then we have examples of conductors, non-metals, characteristics of non-metals, charge given to a conductor, metal is one example, earthing. Then we have the concept of semiconductors, power supply, metallic bodies, earthing. Then we have charging by induction, examples on that. Then we have questions based on charging by induction. Then we have earthing, charging by induction. Then we have properties of electric charges. Then we have interaction of two bodies, conservation, quantization, and conservation of charge, basic properties. Then we have SI units, then definition of 1 coulomb of charge, then number of electrons in 1 coulomb charge. Then we have the concept of macroscopic and macroscopic charges, questions based on that. Then we have calculation based questions on a piece of copper, number of charges in them. Then we have Coulomb's law statement based question, the numerical based question on that. Then we have some questions based on vectors, then unit vectors, then Coulomb's force in vector form, then ratio of forces, electrical and gravitation between electron and proton. Then we have some theoretical questions based on gravitation and electrostatic forces. Then some questions related to inside nuclear forces, then comparison between electrostatic and gravitation forces. Then we have some numerical based question on magnitude of forces, acceleration of electrons, acceleration of proton. Then we have nylon thread based experiment, induction charge problem in different cases. Then we have similar questions on that. Then we have vector form of Coulomb's law. Then we have superposition principle. Then we have problems based on triangle of charges. We have to calculate different questions based on net force on charge at a certain position, then at B, then at C. Then we have the concept of electric field, numericals based on that, graphical analysis, its different forms in terms of vector, unit vector. Then we have diagrammatic questions based on electric field, then its direction. Then we have relation between force and field and various questions based on that. Then we have dimensions and units of electric field. Then we have certain questions based on the definition of electric charges, electric field, then about the test charges, then between two charges, and then where we have a concept related to electric field due to point charge, its symmetry. Then we have superposition principle. Then we have a concept of electric field. Then we have static source charges. Then physical significance of electric field. Then greatest speed at which information can be transferred. Then we have effect of motion on Q1 and Q2. Then we have some questions between for electromagnetic interaction between two charges. Then we have certain questions based on fields, numericals based on electron proton charges. Then we have certain questions based on two charges. We have to calculate electric field at the midpoint. Then there is a question on perpendicular bisector, then graphical questions on that. Then we have the concept of electric field lines. Then we have concept of electric field lines in a conical system. Then we have electric field lines. Then we have a concept of solid angle. Then we have a concept of number of field lines enclosed in a given solid angle. Then we have the relation between solid angle and the electric field. Then we have some questions based on electric field lines. Then we have certain graphical based questions on electric field lines. Then we have concept of solid angle. Then we have concept of field lines. Certain questions are based on that. Then we have the questions for electric flux, calculations of them, and electric field due to dipole, questions based on that. Then we have torque acting on electric dipole, questions based on that. Then we have surface charge density and the relation, line charge density, unit dimension, etc. Then we have center of charge. Then we have certain questions based on volumetric charge distribution. Then we have cylindrical symmetry. We have questions based on your Gauss law, then applications of that. Then we have certain numericals based on Gauss law, electric field due to line charge, graphical variation, graphical based questions. Then we have numerical based questions on that. Then we have concept of plane sheet charge, electric field variation due to different cases. Then we have shell theorem, electric field due to spherical shell and solid cylinder, solid sphere. Then we have a nuclear model based problem, different questions based on that. Then we have graphical questions based on that. Then we have quantization, protons, electron charges. Then Coulomb's law in vector form again. Then we have superposition principle, electric field and its basic properties of electric field lines again. Then we have electric field due to dipole in various position, torque, electric field. Then we have flux, area vector. Then we have Gauss law's treatment, symmetry problem, line charge based problem. Then we have unit and dimensions of area element. Then we have unit and dimension of electric field, again dipole moment, linear charge density, volumetric charge density, etc. Then we have range of nuclear forces. Then we have questions on constant of proportionality in Coulomb's law. Then we have some properties of charge. Then we have certain theoretical questions on scalar and vector quantities, and that's the answer key for this. So in this way you can optimize your time and energy and prepare NCRT in an object oriented manner. Thank you and have a nice day.